Nasdaq production.
What's poppin'? Let's look into the markets and chat for a bit. So we're on the weekly time frame, zoomed out, looking back to 2020, and it looks like we got this falling wedge pattern. So massive run, and now we're in a long period of consolidation, and it looks like this lower trend line is one we're gonna have to pay attention to. It is what is holding us up and what we're using as support right now. So this is our support. It is around 4,100 right now. So it'll be interesting to see if this week we'll get a bounce, and then we'll have to look for that reaction in the coming weeks if it comes. But for the most part, why I think this week could be bullish is because when we look at the US dollar right now, it is running up into a major resistance point. So for those who are unaware, when the US dollar runs, a lot of the times the market will do the opposite. So when it stalls, the market will do the opposite. So if this stalls in this range, right, if we are going to get a multi-year breakout on the US dollar here, we'll be watching to see if in the coming weeks we create this higher low pattern and we start to weaken this zone. That's what we want to look for if you're bullish on the US dollar. If this happens, it could lead us to a longer period of consolidation when it comes to the overall markets. We've had a nice run into it, which could be a factor into why like the overall market has been stalling, because in the past few weeks, as you can see what it's been like since early February, we've had a nice push from around 95 to 103. So this period of time causes us to have this period of consolidation, which was since like mid-January. Could be the reason why. It could be a large factor into it. But when we're looking at this is an area to expect a bounce if this falling wedge is going to continue. Now when we're looking at the Nasdaq, we're at a major support. Again, I've posted in the past video I made on the market, like I don't want to discount this area until it completely falters. So we're going to expect that this area acts as some sort of support, and hopefully we get that push to the upside. If not, again, similar patterns going on in both these markets here. So we'll be watching this upper trend line to see if we come back up into that range and get stuffed again. But for the most part, we're chilling. We are big chilling. So this is something to pay attention to. Another similar falling wedge pattern. So that's something I'm just going to be watching for the rest of this time, and to see like, are we going to get that breakout? We had the falling wedge earlier in the year, but that was a little bit steeper. It looks like it's a larger pattern, so we got to zoom out and see what's going on to get a good grasp of everything that's happening here. So that's my looks on the Nasdaq and the S&P. When we look at US oil though, this is interesting because what is going on with oil? Massive triangle going on. Something like this. You could put it like this. You could watch it from here. But overall, it is clear that there's a triangle going on in this chart. And what we're waiting for is, are we going to get that breakout? It's looking nice right now. It does look like we will get that breakout, which means oil prices will increase. They say $2 is going to be the normal for gas, like on the road and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if this US oil chart gets a nice breakout. If this does happen, we'll be looking for some of those oil stocks that we've been watching, right? SGY, I think it's ARX. What's the other one? CGY? I forget. There's another one, but we've been watching a few Canadian stocks that kind of correlate to the US oil chart a little bit. So US oil looking like it's about to get a breakout, which means we could probably expect higher gas prices. A lot of oil stocks, those won't be a bad names to play. But overall, this commodity playing nice. Long period of consolidation since that huge push. And the way it's so structured is just like, you gotta love it, honestly. wouldn't it be bad to look into oil stocks, right? If this gets the breakout, I'm sure there's going to be a few that follow along. But that's the breakdown there. Peace.